Tuface Idibia announced divorce, separation. He wrote this: "Hello to my beautiful people of all federations. Well, this thing I have to say is short, but also long. I and Annie Macaulay have been separated for a while now and currently filed divorce. I would grant a press release soon to say my story, not because it is anyone's right to know about my personal life, but because I love my people and I need them to know my innocence or offense. Stay blessed, my people. I love you. Two-Face, Innocent, Idibia." Well, I've always thought about it. When I look at the display, let me put it that way, of an Idibia over time, I knew that this marriage was going to crash. She is unstable. When you live your life that way, you need to love yourself first. She lives her life like her life belongs to a man, belongs to Baba. Yeah, I know Baba is a star. They met when she was young, but I've heard that women grow. At times, women outgrow men. They grow. Maybe the stardom, the fame that Baba has is the thing that she cannot manage. And of course, she will not stop saying he knew me first before the other women. But they have children for him before I had or I got. That's a good thing. You could have been pregnant when you were 15, 16, 17 and he left you and moved to someone else. But you took time and eventually you got married and started having children. It's a good thing. You got married officially. But there is this thing about Annie Idibia, or now Annie Macaulay, having this dream of this mansion kind of life. But it seems she is stuck in an uncompleted building, an uncompleted mansion. So I knew that this marriage, somehow, something is going to happen. Now, people are not happy. They are like, oh, you gave them an opportunity. No. Two-Face, Baba, why did you do this? Oh, no. And I'm like, really? Really? What is better? For them to be together and then unalive themselves? It's clear that it's not working. Two-Face might need his freedom. He wants to roll, freestyle with women. And you are stuck with him. We all know what happens when you are stuck with someone that is a star, someone you expect Two-Face that sings things about women. That's what he thinks about and sings about, apart from some conscious music here and there. That's what he does. That's what he does. So you expect him to stay true to you, like only you? No, you must be ready for polygamy or ready to capture some virus from him. That's the truth of it. Now, that's not the only issue on ground, infidelity. There are certain accusations coming from Two-Face's brothers, family, accusing Annie Idibia. They said she is harsh and can be rude. The only person that she connects to is Two-Face. Every other person, she will smash you, break you down. You mean nothing to her. Now, that's what we heard. They even said that the other baby mama are even better than Annie because they are respectful, they are kind, they are good, they are all of this. And they even give Two-Face peace of mind. Can you imagine? They said, look, let us be sincere. Let us be sincere. This is our brother. We've been around these people for a while. The person that gives my brother peace of mind is not Annie that he married. One other baby mama. They said that one gives him peace of mind. Whenever he is with this woman for a week, when he comes back, it's like he's refreshed. It's like life is better. So somehow it seems Idibia is choking Tuface, always complaining about something, always pressuring, always on your neck, on your back. It's like she is disabled and she can't live her life without having to press the neck of Tuface. That's what they said. Now, official Moboti wrote this. Why? You let them win. Oh no, this breaks my heart. God. Another one say he clearly never loved her. Another one say hope Annie will survive this. Seems our world revolves around you now. That's what I said. But you guys went to party together 2 weeks ago. Mabel's party. This breaks my heart. Another one wrote this. Even if Annie was spying you, and trust me, you should never leave her unless she is the one leaving. And the announcement should have come from her, not you. And you ruined a young woman who gave a hole to you. Baba, you loved, but this one no enter. You are loved, but this one no enter. Now you will make people mock Abba. Adam will stain your white. See as she carry am for head, but see how he end. My gender no carry man for head, though carry God. Love and light in both to both of them. After damaging her, well, it's okay. She will be all right. Thank God. That woman wala too much. Now, you see, everyone has different opinion and thought. But I know that the two people are the only ones that understand what's going on in their lives. It's as simple as that. They are the only one that understand it. Tuface says he's going to give a press conference to explain his own part of it. Why is he doing this? He knows that there are talks about him being a promiscuous man, never taking his eyes off from women and that. Yeah, talks like that all over the place. So he wants to clarify certain things so we know the things that he has been covering for Annie. So he's going to take his time to say these things. Like, look, this and that have happened over time that I think I need my peace of mind. Many people do not understand the role or that role of mental health in your well-being. They don't know that there are certain things that should not be. It doesn't matter if you like what you see. What about your mental health? It might be good for an Idibia to stay off, separated from Mr. Because Mr. wants to have access to his children. Let's say that Tuface wants to have access to his children as much as he wants. And don't forget that there are certain complications. There are times that women weaponize children. So the other woman says, no, I'm not going to allow my children to come visit you when Annie is there or in that house that Annie is. I don't want it. Why? They are afraid. They are afraid. Maybe they've also observed or sought for certain deeper understanding of what could happen to their child. Because Annie keeps repeating something. Those other children that he got from these women, he didn't know them before me. Now, who knows if Annie can just try to hurt those children to make her own children now exist as the only one. So those ones who want their child to now go on holiday, we know these things, and then come back and they come and buy or start acting crazy. They don't want it. So it's a difficult situation. And maybe Mr. is like, look, I have married you. We are together. Let me have access to my children. Stop telling me, oh, I went to see my kids in the US with their mother and now I'm benching her. And Mr. does not want to do polygamy. If not, Mr. will be like, look, I want to be in a polygamous setting. And we heard that one of the ladies that gave birth, that, one of the ladies, they say she's not married. One of them, they say she never married from then till today. That's what we heard though. They say she's not married. And they say that one gives Mr. a lot of peace of mind. It's a complex situation, right? Now, let us even go further. Now, this one wrote this one. The part that pains me personally is that Tuface's daft mother who was always body shaming and moralizing us in the girls' dorm in Loyola and forcing us to pray for a son's success during Mass, when upon all our so-called morals, she allowed her son to groom a 15-year-old child. Now, that's the thing that I don't understand. I know that a lot of people have this consciousness now about age difference. You don't go into relationship with an underage. But this is how it used to be in those days. This girl is 15. Yes, underage. Normally, she's supposed to date someone in that age gap. In fact, it is even said that you cannot be 18 dating a 15 or 16. You can't. Now, that's the consciousness. But in those days, 18 years old is dating 16. 18 years old is dating 16. And we all see these things. Now, the difference between their age is not 18 to 16. The difference in their age is far, far. What we heard is the age difference between both of them. I think Tuface is 49 years old, and I think Annie is 40 years old now, something like that. I think she's 40 years old. So the difference in their age is 9. Now, some are saying 15. They met when she was 15. Some said they met when she was 18. Whatever it is. Meeting, dating. There are two different things. You might know someone and she's 15 years old and you are 24, because that's what he was 24 years old and he was just 15 years old. Doesn't mean that they were in that kind of relationship. It could be that kind of thing where this young girl likes you and you two, both of you are talking. That is why she was not the first to have children or anything. The guy rolled with people that are much older and they had kids. So we don't know who was forcing what or what was not forcing what. But anyway, 40, 49. And people are now saying that he groomed her. Well, so Tuface made it clear when people said that when this thing came up that his Instagram account has been hacked, he came back to say, no, there is nothing of such. That is after he had written that, marriage is no longer existing. So these things do happen. So I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this matter that is ongoing. They said he groomed a small child and now the child is a grown-up woman and he is leaving that grown-up woman. I don't really understand that part of it. Now, are we going to charge Tuface for being, let's say, 24 and Annie is 15, and you then can say, oh, they were in a relationship? You have to prove that they were in a relationship. Oh, were you in a relationship? No, we're not in a relationship, but I knew her. She was friends with me. We were talking then. When she became this age, that's when we started a relationship. That could be also, presented. So people are saying, regardless, you groomed her. She was 15 years old. You are 24 years old. That's a crime. That's a crime. So someone wrote this. Tokemakiwa wrote again. Nobody is asking anybody to stay in a situation that is not serving them any purpose anymore. By all means, leave if you must, but why bring this online this very moment? We know what's going on behind closed doors. The world doesn't know anything. It's already been hectic with opinions flying around. And when I say we will fight for her, I am not talking about the general public. A handful of people know the truth, and time will tell. Timing is everything. Empathy is everything. You constantly preach love. You cannot add to the narrative that is out there when you know what is really happening behind closed doors. This is wrong on all levels, and you should be as ashamed of yourself for bringing this here. Bring it on. If you think she's alone, let me tell you here that you will have to fight all of us. They want to fight Tuface. How? I am not one for too much talk, but what is wrong. And as a woman, if you sit on the fence on this one, if it misses you, I will touch your daughter or any female in your family. No one is innocent. And if you want to bring the media into it, knowing what is happening, we will fight for her. Now, you might be wondering, what is happening? What is happening? You might ask, what is happening? So, there is this show reality that Two-Face's ex-wife now, ex-wife, let's call her ex-wife, is part of. And certain people said they didn't like the way she behaved. One South African and one other dude, also from I think South Africa, and our own actress Iniedo. So Iniedo and both of them. I know most of these things are scripted, but it came out that way because this reality show, they know your story and they tap into that story. You give them permission to tap into your story and they create some sensationalism through it to fit the public. Now the public is talking about it. Do you think that Idibia will sit down comfortably and allow her past or whatever it is happening in her life to be used? No. It doesn't work that way. So people are so much into, what's happening with the reality show. People are talking innuendos. People are talking this and that. How is it possible for you to stay on a show that is hurting you? Is it love for money? Like, I don't get. Why would she be on that show? What will make her remain on that show? I have asked. What will make her remain on a show that is hurting her? Where Iniedo will come and then give her a slap, not physically anyway, like that's why your marriage too is not working, it is broken apart, blah blah blah, and in the end too, you don't have children, you too, you cannot have kids, and she's like, I've had 15 miscarriages all my life, I had this thought of having children, and now blah 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 blah, stuff like that. They all brought this to the show. It is part of the drama that is expected. So people should not think that, although the thing is that Idibia is always looking animated and and they even accused her, they said she's taking some things to give her some energy, like hard substance. So this breakup, if it will help her to forge ahead and be a human, then so be it. That is it. So be it, because it is better you are alive than to be a dead lion, like Tuface would say. So, official Stella Demococos wrote this. Now, these bloggers, you have to be careful around them. She said, actress Idibia allegedly, currently in rehab and in a very bad state. Actress Idibia is in a very bad state and allegedly currently in rehab. Insiders revealed that it's very, very bad, and the two people allegedly currently taking care of her are singer Tiwa Savage and media girl Toke Makewa. May God heal her. This is a developing story. But Tuface said they had been broken apart for a while, for a long time. Who knows, maybe 2 years, 3 years. So how is it now she's in rehab for, maybe she's taking something to high herself up or something? I don't get it. I don't get it. What's going on here? What's happening? Another write-up here. Bro, Annie has a family. Your sisters-in-law are many, and we have stayed quiet out of respect for her tough choices. But since you have decided to humiliate her at her lowest, no wahala, it's your choice. Just make sure she's healthy and okay, because when time comes, we will have plenty of questions for you. Well, people are saying that Mr. Tuface Idibia should not have come out to talk. I mean, put out that write-up like, hey, look, I and this woman, we are not together anymore. But he said he's going to address why he said what he said. Maybe he's kind of looking at it this way, that Annie is trying to use some kind of emotional blackmail or some kind of whatever. So he felt it is better I put it out there publicly, let it hit, boom, so we know where we are facing, something like that. Another person wrote this on Annie and Tuface. We accept the love we think we deserve. Annie suffered with him. What exactly did she suffer with him? Some people are saying that kind of thing, that Annie suffered with Tuface. I don't know really which kind of suffer. She saw a star, she got attached to the star, never letting go. Maybe something like that. She has never been rich herself. Baba is the one with the money. If you are talking about infidelity, she chose to stay with him knowing he loves to sleep around. That's the truth. Some might say, oh, you don't even understand love. well, if you love sugar, you end up with diabetes. These are rules. It's like that of Chioma Rowlands, who decided to stay put with Davido. Some say, oh, it's because of love. Yes, you can love money, fame, which is what Davido has. If Davido was a carpenter, I don't know if Chioma will stay through all this journey, even though we have maybe carpenters that are not in the level of Davido, that are not so famous, and we have their local girls, ladies in their own cadre also, and staying all through, and they will say it's because I love him. It happens. Who knows how mysterious human beings can express or display or manifest anything. So I said that. So I said she knows what she's dealing with. We've seen cases where a woman will not stay with you. In fact, they will break up with you immediately they found out that you're cheating. So what about those women? If you say they don't love the guy, that's why they broke up, then it's left for you. You have to explain. So she stood and stayed all through with Davido, back and forth relationship, whilst Davido was busy pregnanting women steady and doing all sorts. The ones that are pregnant are the ones we know. What about the ones that are not pregnant? So she stayed. And for me, I felt the reason this lady stayed, not because she didn't have access to other women, other men, other relationships, is because she is attached to what that guy represents. Fame and money, which is the same thing with Tuface here. Tuface represented, manifested fame. In fact, the kind of fame Tuface had in those days when competition was less, that was the kind of beginning of Nigerian music transcending into what we know it to be today. So, is it that she had the vision or had the kind of, the way she was told that this guy is going to be great? Or she just liked to be around, you know? So, it is what it is. She chose to stay. He has never hidden the fact he can't stick to one woman. She's not a victim. Tuface choosing not to stay with her for his own reason is valid. He doesn't have to stay with her simply because she chose to stay with him. Her reason for choosing him is personal. His reason for quitting is personal. There are rumors she's a violent person anyway. Now, I have not seen, but we heard that she's a very violent person. The only person she's not violent with per se, physically per se, is Tuface. Any other person surrounding Tuface, they said she's ready to tear you apart, both male and female, whatever. That's what we heard, allegedly. And they said that there is always this constant pain, like something that is unhealed inside of her. It's like she cannot be appeased. And for me, like I said at the beginning, it's like she has this, she can't just get across. So there are certain people that you are with. Okay, you are now married with them. Okay, it has happened, it has happened. Okay, if you don't want, leave now. Okay, no, I don't want to leave. They are neither here or there. You want them to be kind of focused, like, okay, you know what, we are in it now. Anyhow, be ready. It's a roller coaster journey. Are you ready for it? Do you have your helmet? Let's move. And they are not stable or steady. They will never stop reminding you that they knew you first. And you're like, which one do you mean you knew me first? Do you know other women that I know? What do you mean by you knew me first? I knew you first. It's a lie. I knew you first. You don't have any relationship then. I was the only one. How do you know what I was doing? But you got other women pregnant before me. You have grown up and you are like, I don't tire for this thing. It's been how many years now that we are running around the same circle? Please, I don't want to hear about it. You get tired. You forgive yourself. You move on. Then it starts all over again. I think you understand what I'm saying. Women who cannot get past certain things, they are not able to decide and conclude that this relationship, this marriage, these are the dynamics surrounding it. What am I going to do about it? What am I aiming for? What do I want to achieve through it? The same thing applies to Yul Edochie and Mary. Mary knew immediately that she should not condone. I can't condone. She moved because she has value inside of her. So are we going to say Idibia does not have value inside of her, or it's just the thing of love? I want us to discuss about this thing. It's a terrible thing. When I ask you to throw toxic relationship away, you say, how can you just ask married people to throw their partner away. Okay, bye dear, RIP dear. You all know this marriage has never been healthy. That's the truth. You don't have a problem with the divorce. Your anger is that Annie is not the one breaking up, and which is what I've seen. People are saying Annie is the one that is supposed to break, not you. Like she has the more reasons to break. So why didn't she break? I can't be mad at Annie for not breaking up. I have since accepted many of you do not like healthy relationship, but she cannot play victim because she made a choice. To Baba choose not to endure the marriage anymore. Again, a choice. We accept the love we think we deserve. Now let us look at opinion about this grooming thing because we can't leave that part. Someone say, was Annie groomed? Yes. But when she married him, was she an adult? Yes. Was she a long-standing girlfriend? No. Did they have a time apart before she made the decision to marry him? Yes. Now this reminds me of this song. Ever since I left you, I've been through hell and back. Oh my baby. Oh, I'm ready to give you my body and soul. Tuface. She entered that marriage as an adult with clear eyes. So she is responsible and accountable for her choices. When she was getting married to this man that groomed her, she was being applauded, and instead of being reminded about being groomed, no one did that at that time. I don't think it was easy like that. She must have, like, leaving the first man she ever known and ever loved would be like letting someone else reap from where she sowed. And it was back in the day when she didn't even know so much. She should have, but one understand that, okay, so this one is trying to say a lot of things, groom or no groom. The thing is that when she got married as an adult. So it's because of this write-up that first they groom you, then you lose yourself, then they dump you. I'm so angry. I never involved myself in this, blah, 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 blah. People are not happy that this marriage broke apart, but regardless, it is what it is. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this. Etu Baba said he's going to address the press, which is very important. Let's see if he's going to say nothing happened or he's going to be really eloquent. He's really going to tell us detail and why he had to do what he did and all of that. And I'm sure that Idibia is also going to address the public. The thing is that Idibia, regardless if she's in a move, whatever she does, I see this, I don't know, I observe her and I see this kind of bitterness inside of her. Bitterness mixed with unsettledness, hyper, like not balanced, like she has not found herself, self-love, panic, that unsettledness. I do see that it doesn't matter if it's a reality show or she's on camera and there is this like, I have to show I am here, like she's on her toes. Like on her toes, she's never relaxed. Never relaxed, never chilled. Like she has to be on this panic mode. I don't know if that's a character as a person or this thing of Nami you first know. Like I don't really get how is that possible. Oh, Nami you first know. We don't know what Tuface knows. We don't know people who Tuface was grooming and moving around with back then. Nami you first know. That thing, it doesn't make any sense at all. So for our own mental health, I don't think you need someone to help you get healed than for you to heal yourself. Realize that, okay, for marriage, I don't get time. What else are you looking for? It's a terrible thing. I don't know if there's anything like soul tie. It's a terrible thing. I know it's a difficult thing. Not everyone is built the same. But she needs to look deeper into her consciousness and forget this entitlement of I knew him first. No, those things don't mean nothing. There's no law that binds I knew him first. You were 15, as I said, I knew him first. So how come he went with other women and not me? The answer, you should have gotten it by 25, by 30. You should have gotten the answer like, look, It is what it is. But you went ahead, which it is still what it is. Now he has announced that the marriage is over. I'm not being harsh, but for me, I will embrace, if for any reason at all something happens, like you didn't choose rightly or whatever, I will embrace your sanity and you being alive over marriage. That's just the truth. I embrace you being alive and healthy over marriage.